Hey guys, it's Mike here, and today I'm going to bring you another video on Dragon Ball Super, and this video is basically kind of a response to a lot of people who are kind of speculating as to why Goku in the most recent episode of Dragon Ball Super, during his fight against Frost, somehow actually lost. Now of course there's lots of different theories being thrown around, so of course let me know down below what your own opinion is, but this is mostly going to be responding to a lot of other people who seem to be implying that Goku lost because he threw the fight, or that he was basically faking being weak and allowed himself to lose. Now, as I said before, a lot of people are trying to contend that Goku actually threw this fight for a number of different reasons. One of the reasons that they contend is that Frost is a good guy, unlike Frieza. And so basically, because Frost is a good guy, and because he's the defender of the other universe, Goku decided to throw the fight to let him win because of the fact that he was good. And obviously, there's different evidence that they use to try and suggest that this is a case. For example, Goku was obviously stronger than Frost in getting the better of him and beating him pretty good up until this point. In fact, it looked pretty obvious at that point in time that Goku was going to defeat Frost, and even if Frost whipped out another transformation, Goku wasn't even in his final form of Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. So it seemed almost certain that Goku was going to win that fight handily until he actually lost. And one of the big pieces of evidence that they like to use is this picture, in which they contend that Goku was actually winking at Frost to show him that he was going to throw the fight before he let his guard down, was kicked by Frost, and sent out of the ring losing. But Goku makes his facial expression right after he's hit directly in the hand by Frost, which clearly causes some damage and pain to him from this attack. So even though people seem to think that because Goku closed one of his eyes he's winking, it seems more logical that Goku is wincing or flinching from the pain of the attack. Then of course the argument contends that because we see that Jaco seems to see something strange happening at this point in time, they think due to his keen sight from being a super elite in the Galactic Patrol, Jaco must be seeing a deception. But wouldn't it make sense that Jaco with his elite vision would be able to see some sort of strange tactic that Frost might have utilized to incapacitate and almost immobilize Goku, letting his guard down? And speaking of vision, just look at Goku's vision when he sees Frost after he becomes immobilized and after he becomes in this strange state. His vision is clearly blurry. Did Goku somehow fake this blurry vision as well? That's the vision of someone who seems like they're having some sort of problem happening with their body. And everything we see of Goku, the way he just walks towards Frost seemingly without any real idea of where he is, seems to imply some sort of problem happened with him, rather than him faking the whole situation. Just look at the events that we see surrounding this. Goku is beating down Frost, clearly more powerful than him, and Goku tells Frost to give up because his power simply isn't enough. After Frost tells Goku what he's doing and that he won't give up, Goku continues to pummel him, not letting up whatsoever. It's only once Frost punches Goku in the hand does any sort of strange thing start to happen with Goku and his demeanor. Let's actually take a look at that punch right now real quick and see exactly what might have happened during it. As many people have pointed out, as you could see in this picture, during that punch, when Frost punched Goku's hand, you could see a strange looking purple spark. Now you could suggest that perhaps this is just animation, and basically it's just the side effect of someone so powerful as Frost punching Goku's hand. After all, these are characters who can emit energy. However, it's strange that this is the one punch that's able to actually hurt Goku, despite the fact that Goku was taking all Frost's attacks before this point without any problem whatsoever because he was clearly much stronger. And again, after this punch, we see that Goku reacts in a negative way, and Jaco looks at the situation with some sort of suspicion. But also, let's look at what happens directly afterwards. When we see Frost's face, this is not an expression of surprise, but rather it seems like he knows exactly what's going on, and he's confident in the situation. And immediately after we see that Goku is in that strange stupor, Frost says, "There's my chance," and immediately attacks Goku, knocking him out of the ring, winning. How these events play out does not seem in any way like a character who is surprised by what's going on, or a character that doesn't know exactly what he's doing. Rather, it seems to make perfect sense that Frost used some sort of technique to immobilize Goku through that punch and then used it to knock him out of the ring to win the victory. But at the end of the day, this is all just a theory, so I think that we need to look at the actual character of Goku and realize that it's not within his character to simply throw the fight, especially when as important as this. Goku seems to clearly be in control and wanting to win the fight, and never gives any sort of indication just because Frost is a good guy that he's going to go easy on him. Goku in the past has never had any problems beating good guys in a tournament, especially his own friends, who he's beaten on numerous occasions. So he's not gonna go easy and just throw an entire fight and possibly jeopardize the outcome of a tournament for the sake and for the fate of the entire Earth just because the guy he's fighting is a good guy. It's totally out of character for Goku. And a lot of people, of course, will say, well, Goku gave up against Cell. And there's two big reasons why Goku gave up against Cell that makes it not applicable to what we're seeing here. Number one is, despite all the people that seem to think otherwise, Goku could not beat Cell no matter what. Cell was holding back and Goku was not. He flat out says this in the series, and he could never possibly beat Cell at that point in time. And number two, he had Gohan there. He was trying to show Gohan how Cell fought, and he also knew that Gohan would be able to defeat Cell. So this is a completely different situation from that. And there's no evidence to suggest that Vegeta is stronger than Goku at this point in time, or that Goku would throw away his pride just to let some good guy win the fight when this other guy is going to have to fight other fighters from Goku's team afterwards who could just beat him too. So at the end of the day, it simply does not make sense that Goku would just throw this fight out of nowhere to lose to some guy just because this other guy is good. And it makes a lot more sense that Frost used some sort of special technique, or that someone from the outside like Hit or Vados or someone fast enough to attack Goku without anyone seeing him would have intervened than Goku to throw the fight for no reason whatsoever, when Frost could simply get defeated by another person on his team. The biggest factor is this tournament determines the fate of the Earth. If Champa wins, the Earth goes to his universe, and Champa could do whatever he wants with it. Goku isn't going to throw away a possibility of his team winning against the other team if that is on the line. It makes no sense whatsoever. So no matter the outcome in the end, regardless, it makes no sense for Goku to have thrown this fight. Well, my name is Mike, and this has been another video I was bringing you today on Dragon Ball Super. Let me know your own thoughts down below. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? What's your theory as to what happened? And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And as I always say, stick around, because there's a lot more to come in the future.
You better subscribe.